it's time for another Poshmark Q&A. Let's just get right into it. We've got some good questions. Good questions. Good. We always have good questions. You guys are great. You guys are great in asking questions. I love making these videos. Okay, first question. Why do people say other poshers sharing your items don't work? Wouldn't it potentially be shared with people who are not following you? You guys hear that? I like to tell you guys, you know, yes, it's good to share other people's things, but your main focus when it comes to sharing should be sharing your own items, because when you share your own items, it actually bumps your stuff up higher in the algorithm than if someone else were to share your items. So yes, you know, it's good when someone else shares your items because yes, you know, they're sharing it to their followers, might not necessarily be following you. But in terms of your stuff being found in the search results, they will be ranked higher when you share them as opposed to other people. Hey girl, love your videos. Thank you. I took your advice and mad followed a bunch of people. I did see some results from it, but now Poshmark has blocked me from being able to follow. WTF? Do you have any advice on how to deal with this? Okay, so I've heard of being in like Poshmark Jail because, is it because of, I've never heard of it happening because of like following too many people. I've heard of it happening because of people sharing too quickly, because you know, if you share too quickly, your account could get flagged because they might think that it's a bot, because you can't use bots on Poshmark. I've never heard of it happening because of you following too many people though. Any advice? Did you reach out to Poshmark yet? That would be my first, like, you know, advice to do, and see what they say. Maybe your account was flagged because they thought it was a bot. Were you like following people like super quick? Were you like, da, 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 da? Did you have like lightning fingers? Maybe that's why. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, because, you know, there's no limit to how many people you can follow. Maybe it was because you were just like super fast doing it and they thought that you could have been a bot. Usually when that happens, your account is only like restricted for like 24 hours, I think. When did you send this comment? I think it was yesterday. So if you watch this video, my next disguise, comment and let me know like an update if you reached out to them. Cause that's really the only thing I think of, is maybe you were following people too fast and they flagged your account because they thought that you were a bot because you were just lightning speed. Maybe, I don't know. Sorry, I don't have like a definite answer. All right, next question. Can you do a video on hosting a Poshmark party? Please, what does the host have to do, the process, etc.? And also, what does the host have to do during the party? Thanks. So, Wendy, yes, I am going to do a video all about hosting a Poshmark party. That'll be on my next video to do. So, look for that. All right. Megan says, sorry, I have a lot of questions. Number 1, when you send out an offer to a liker, how much do you usually discount? I feel like if I only give a small discount, they just ignore it, but a really big discount means I have no room for negotiation. What are your thoughts? Okay, all right, so she's got 3 questions. Let's answer that one first. So it really depends on the item. Hold on, she said, sorry, my brain is like, ugh. It really depends on the item. Like I said, I price my items so I have room for negotiations for, you know, sending offers to likers. I leave room to give shipping discounts. So, I mean, there's really no like set percentage that I discount it if it's the first time. So let's say, okay, let's say I have a, I don't know, let's just say a Victoria's Secret, like this hoodie I actually did have in my closet, but then I was like, I love this color, I'm gonna keep it. Oh yeah, you can kind of see the true color now, but it's such a pretty, like, well, it's definitely more like peachy, like a vibrant peach color in person. Okay, so let's say I had this in my closet for $25. If I was gonna send out an offer to someone, I would probably do, like the first time marking it down, I would probably bring it down to $22. Some people, you're right, will just ignore it. They'll be like, ah, what is this bitch thinking? It's only $3 off, like, eh. But, you know, other people will be like, well, a discount's a discount, you know? So you got people that will, you know, either take it or leave it, basically. So yeah, I always price to leave room for negotiation, definitely. Number 2, is there a time period you wait between sharing your closet? Like, is it even helpful to share it multiple times in a row? Very good question. about how many times a day would you say you share your closet? Okay, so about sharing it multiple times in a row, I do that. I've done that a couple times. So I don't really know if it's beneficial. I don't know. I almost wanna, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna make a video where I share my closet once every hour, and I will tell you guys like what happens. I'll give you guys like stats. I'll tell you guys, you know, how many sales I get, how many likes I get, how many comments I get, like each hour. I think that'd be a really cool video to make. Video. I'm gonna do that. So my children are craziness. It's the end of the day. They're wound up. It was so nice out today. It was 65 degrees out. So we got ice cream and they're just wound up. Okay. Anyway, how many times a day would you say you share your closet? So I share my closet, usually around 6:30 in the morning when, you know, the children are just waking up or right before I'm about to wake them up. And I usually share again at 9 o'clock or like 9:30. Then I share again around lunchtime. Then I try to share again. This isn't every day. I don't share this many times every day. Like sometimes I can only share like 2 times a day because it's just crazy busy. But ideally, these are the times that I would share. Like if I could do this every day, this would be ideal. Okay, so I said around lunchtime, like around noonish, noon 30. And then I like the 2 to 3 o'clock hour as well. Because that's lunchtime on the West Coast. If you guys didn't know, I'm on the East Coast. I like to share again around dinner time. Also around like the 7 o'clock hour is good. Then if I can stay up, I like to share around like the 10 o'clock hour. And then of course, if my youngest gets up in the middle of the night, I will share. Like last night I shared at like 1:30, I think it was. And then she was up again at like 3 something. I shared at that time too. But I found that between like 3 and 5 a.m., Poshmark is, I mean, you know, rightfully so, like common sense, Poshmark is really dead at that time because, you know, 99% of people are sleeping. So yeah, but I still, you know, I just still try to share around that time anyway if I'm up. I don't know how many times that is, but that's how many times I would share a day if I could. Last question she has is, when you relist an item, do you delete your old listing? Yes. Yes, I do. So I save the pictures from the listing. I don't save the pictures in my phone because I have thousands of pictures of my kids in my phone and I don't want to have to scroll through and just get it. I could put them in an album, but I don't. So I will save the pictures from the listing and then I will copy and paste the listing and I'll make a completely new listing, and I do delete the old listing. All right, next question. What is Posh Fest? Okay, so Posh Fest is a like a little party that Poshmark has every year. I have not been to one yet. If they come closer to where I live, I would definitely go. I feel like they should do like a New York City one. That would be great. Or like a Boston one, even better. Last year it was in Arizona. Well, last year it was like in October, so it was only a couple months ago. Posh Fest is Poshmark's annual 2-day fashion conference for anyone interested in getting inspired, connecting with fellow business savvy style mavens, and learning how to grow a business and be your own boss straight from the pros themselves. The conference brings together hundreds of people from across the country to network with one another, listen to industry experts, and learn how to showcase and sell their style. At the event, attendees will hear Poshmark success stories, gain insider tips, meet their PFFs, Posh Friends Forever, and so much more. So they have like panels and stuff. Last year they didn't do like all the Poshmark live, but they did stream it live on YouTube, like some of the panels, and it was really, really cool to see like people's stories and get like tips and stuff. Poshmark tickets are expensive. I think they're like 250 bucks. If you're a Poshmark ambassador, I think you get like first access to them. Like you get like an early bird rate. I don't know what that rate is. But yeah, it's like a really cool conference, and I would eventually like to go to Posh Fest one day if they come closer to me. I don't want to travel across the US because I'll miss my babies too much. Last question is, what is the dumbest question you've ever received on a listing? People ask some silly questions. What frustrates me is when people ask questions that are answered in the description. Like, I have a pair of shoes listed and I listed them as a size youth 7. With Nike, a youth size 7 is equivalent to a women's size 8.5. And it even says on the Nike website, you know, they have like their size chart, but still this person was like, you put 2 sizes. Like the tag says youth size 7, but you said it's 8.5. Which one is it? I'm like, did you read the description? Because I specifically said it's a youth size 7, which is equivalent to a women's size 8.5. Like, I don't know. I just hate it when stuff like that happens, when people don't read my description and they ask questions that, you know, are answered in the description. Nothing really stands out to me. Just like annoying stuff like that, I guess. So that is it for this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any other questions, you can comment down below or send me a DM on Instagram or tweet me on Twitter. I will link my Poshmark closet down below if you guys want to check it out. Also, if you're new to Poshmark and you want to sign up, you can use my code KEEPINITRAD and you'll get a $10 credit. And I also get a $10 credit, so thank you. Oh, another thing. I am hosting the men's style party on Thursday, March 5th, so in a couple days at 7 o'clock Eastern time. So if any of you guys have a Poshmark closet and you have any men's items and you want to be considered for a host pick, you can comment your closet down below and I'll check it out. Maybe I'll choose one of your items as a host pick. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.